All right, lesson number 8 in this series of 100. Do I have to have a quality instrument in order to play jazz? Really? Now, good tools, as my father said, you need good tools to do good work. My dad was a craftsman. But that's not harmful. But you can still build a house with one hammer and one saw, too, and get her done. Just takes a little more effort sometimes. So, do I really need a quality, expensive instrument to play jazz? No, you just need to practice. All right. This violin that I've played since I was 12, I call it Bella, just named a couple years ago. I've been playing this instrument now, this particular instrument, for 40-some years, 45 years, 48 years, this one instrument. Now, to be fair, I didn't only play this one, but I've always kept this one acoustic violin around. It was the best, and one my parents bought me when I finally grew big enough to have an acoustic violin, and I just kind of kept it. I did some alterations to the bass part on the side, and it turned out to be a pretty decent instrument. I've sat in front of symphony orchestras as a soloist with this instrument, and it's fine. Is it a Stradivarius? No. I think my parents paid $250 for it back in 1970, whatever, 2 or something. And I've played many electric instruments, crazy ones you see on the wall behind me. I'll be debuting some others. I have a new one. I might start a company here, that's with a patentable pickup in it. I'll announce those kind of things. It helps to have an instrument that plays well, to be able to play well. But again, you don't have to play fancy stuff to play jazz. You can play quite simple things, one note, just because you damn well feel like it at that moment. That's perfect creativity in jazz too. So, is it important to have an instrument that's set up well? Yeah, you can have a cheap-ass instrument and have the action be not too hard to play and the good strings on it and have it speak easily. This instrument does. And that's good enough. I mean, tone is another thing. Tone is important. I mean, I ignored tone for many years as a concept. I thought, I'll just shut up and play like a man. Who cares what it sounds like, I think I was a little bit wrong. I did that, and sometimes my tone wasn't that great. The instrument I used, the equipment I used, I've come to change my mind a little bit. I think maybe through metaphysics and through crazy new quantum science, waves going through the air have a certain thing, and it affects us in different ways, and it moves our tissues. I think tone might matter more than I had thought originally. So I think having a good sounding instrument, one that sounds good to you, might be important more than whether it's an expensive instrument, for sure. So get one that you like. That's the tone you need, and one you can draw the bow across in a bow that matches the tone, because certain bows do make a difference in the sound. One will be darker, one will be brighter, one will be more nasally, one will have a different attack. They look all pretty much all the same, but there are differences, like using a different pick on the guitar. A thicker one, a thinner one have a different sound. Subtleties matter here, but expense does not. You don't have to have an expensive instrument. Just get one you can play, period. And you can change when you feel like it later. Just play.